What's up, everybody? It's Brandon from Tattooing 101, and I'm going to go over, can you make it as a tattoo artist in today's economy? I know that a lot of people are struggling right now because of everything going on, which I'm not going to go too far in detail with that stuff. But, as a whole, gas prices, rent is crazy right now. If you own a business and you have a home, it's crazy expensive to just live nowadays. Groceries, all of that stuff adds up, especially if you have kids. It could be really hard right now to understand the things you need to do to get through this period of time. Is it going to get better? Is it going to get worse? As a shop owner, it really doesn't matter. You have to do whatever you have to do to survive. And at the end of the day, anything's going to happen that's going to happen. And there's nothing that I can really do about it besides set myself up for winning instead of, failure. So these are the things you need to know to survive in today's economy, being a tattoo artist, or if you're first starting tattooing, this will greatly help you get to that point in your career. So the biggest thing is marketing. All these old school shops out there that are closing down because of, COVID or whatever's going on with the economy, they can't afford it, are not marketing. It's very old school to say that word of mouth is a big deal, which it is. But if everyone's hurting for money, it's going to be really hard to get that word of mouth because no one's coming in to get tattooed anyway. And they really don't want to put in the extra effort posting on Instagram, posting on Facebook, buying ads because they're already hurting for money. But all these things are going to get you return in investment. So if you go through the process of getting ads, you're going to reach a ton of people, which, even if 20% of 1,000 people that you reached, you're still going to make a ton of new clients, and those new clients are going to come back. And one thing is, as rough as it gets, you're still going to get people that come in for tattoos. Most of the time my clients come in are going to be like they went through a rough period of time and they want something to remember it, or they just want to relax. Some people get tattooed to release some stress, stuff like that. So, the worst thing I really see is people running deals when it's a hard period of time, because that's not only going to hurt you, it's going to set you up for people just consistently wanting those deals. You're not going to make what you truly deserve on those tattoos. And yes, I understand once in a while doing a deal to help people out and to reach a couple more customers, but you don't want to set that as the tone for your tattoo studio. They're going to be like, oh, go to the cheap guy. It's just not a good name on yourself. And yes, you'll get a ton of clients, but it might not be the kind of clients that you want to keep having repeatedly, if that makes sense. The clients that I have are really great. I became really close friends with a lot of them, which helps out everything because, they understand exactly what I do. They understand the full process of how I tattoo and how I tattoo style-wise. So when they come in, they know exactly what they're getting, and I don't really have to kind of persuade them or talk them into something that's going to look better on their skin. So finding the right clients are going to be a big deal, especially in this period of time. Having a following will help you through this period of time, these hard times, greatly. Now, if you have a tattoo studio now and it's going through a rough period of time because of bills and everything, there are a couple things that you can do. You can have, nights to where you have events, and have people come in that have never been to your studio before. I've seen people do bike nights, car shows, all of these things get a ton of people outside of your circle at your tattoo studio and be able to connect with more people, hand out business cards, and just talk tattooing because, pretty much any aspect of life, people like to get tattoos. I've tattooed doctors, police officers, lawyers, all sorts of stuff. So, there's a crazy amount of people in the world. So just know that there are clients out there if you have the appropriate steps to reach out and get them. Now, if you're first starting a tattoo artist, I know it can be hard to get time. Now, time is probably the biggest asset when you are learning. So if you have the time and the want and the drive, you're going to make it, right? That's with anything in life. If you want to learn how to skateboard or surf, if you have the time to do it, eventually you're going to pick up on it. Now, depending on the time that you give it will be the time factor of how long it takes you. So if you're putting 1 hour a week into trying to learn tattooing, you might be a tattoo artist in 10 years. Now, if you are working your day job to make money and just grinding out, learning how to draw, following the appropriate steps, then you're going to become a tattoo artist way, way faster. I've seen people be able to learn how to tattoo efficiently in a couple of months of grinding, right? Now, not everyone has that luxury, but you find time for things that you want to do. If it's not a true passion of yours, then yes, you could become a tattoo artist, but it's going to take a lot longer and you might not necessarily be up to standard with everyone else. So the biggest thing is following those steps, marketing. Make sure you're putting yourself out there on Instagram, Facebook, market yourself as a business. Don't go on there being personal, stuff like that, because at the end of the day, it's really not going to help you. People want great tattoos, be friendly. You don't want to be standoffish if people are coming in and talking to you. All of those things go into getting more clients, and especially in this hard time, these are all going to make or break your tattoo career. Now, if you are first starting out and having trouble with balancing everything and finding good content to learn, I highly recommend you check out our Artist Accelerator program. I'll leave a link down below for you to check it out. And inside it has pretty much every step-by-step thing you need in order to become a tattoo artist. It has learning how to draw, learning sanitation, which is #1 biggest thing you need to learn before tattooing. You'll also be certified for your bloodborne pathogens and going into tattooing, shading, color, all of those things in the correct order to learn efficiently. So check that out. I'll leave a link in the description below, but keep the faith, understand that the hard times aren't going to last forever, and I hope to see you winning on the other side. Have a wonderful day.